is up, my dudes? Kevin here. We are back with a brand new Red Dead Online video. In today's video, we have some amazing news regarding updates for Red Dead Online, including new weapons, new game modes, and so on. So we're going to cover all that in today's video, break it all down for you guys. So if you enjoy it, drop a like down the video, comment down below. What do you think of this update, and what do you hope that gets added soon? Besides that, subscribe to the channel, and let's get this going. So like I said in the intro, guys, we're going to be seeing some great additions to Red Dead Online very soon. Rockstar recently released some brand new information on some updates to come next week. So I'm going to bring those all up on the webpage, and we're going to break them all down, guys. Alright, so here we go. Now, as you guys may or may not know, Rockstar did release information on updates previous, I was like last week or so, about this same exact update. So they basically expanded on this and released even more updates that are supposed to come with this update. Whether that makes sense or not, I don't know. But basically, this is going to be a pretty big update, so we're going to break down the information in this brand new announcement. So as you can see here, Red Dead Online beta update arrives next week. All new world enhancements, modes, and more from February 26th. So the brief overview of this update states, next week the Red Dead Online beta frontier expands with all new free roam events and a host of new showdown modes and new races coming as part of its first title update on Tuesday, February 26th. On top of that, we can expect to see new weapons, clothings, and emotes for our characters, as well as a series of improvements and balances detailed last week. So basically what you guys saw in my previous update video about a week ago or so. So the first category we're going to cover in this update is going to be the new gameplay being added to Red Dead Online. And there's some really good stuff in here. And the first one is called Fool's Gold, and it's a free roam event. And to me, what this sounds like is somewhat like King of the Hill. Basically, someone's going to have a golden suit of armor, and players are going to have to fight to take down that person and steal their armor. And basically, you're going to have to get kills while you have the armor on, and whoever gets the most kills will have the most points, and they'll win the game mode. So it actually sounds pretty cool, so kind of like a King of the Hill vibe, but a little twist to it. So I think that'll be pretty fun. Now the next one is going to be fishing challenges being added to Red Dead Online. As you guys know, I upload a ton of fishing videos on this channel for Red Dead Online. Now hopefully we don't have to do that in the future once we have more content, but hey, for all you fishers out there, the next things we're going to look at is fishing challenges, and they are broken out by type. Opt into the challenge and you'll receive all the equipment necessary to compete, including the rod as well as lures and bait specific to the challenge type. So it sounds like it's kind of going to be like tournaments. You're going to be able to sign up into a tournament. It's going to give you the type of rod you need, the type of bait, so on and so forth, and you could probably compete against other players or have to compete in a certain time to complete the challenge. Then it goes on to say it's going to give you a location to go to and catch the highest weight total of fish to win. So pretty much what I said. Now on top of that, there's going to be 3 brand new showdown modes where players and teams compete to capture and deliver bags, steal loot from each other and survive. And stay tuned for more details around Up in Smoke, Spoils of War, and Plunder. So I'm guessing those are the 3 ones that are going to be added. The 3 names right there. Up in Smoke, not really sure what that be. Nothing comes to my head when I think of that name. Spoils of War, I'm guessing you have to go steal some loot or something from the enemy team. And Plunder, are we looking at a pirate game mode? That's what that sounds like to me, but I'm not sure. I might be reaching pretty far right there. But Plunder sounds something water-based. Let me know in the comments down below what do you guys think these 3 game modes will be. And on top of that, we're going to see races. There will also be a new variation with target races where players shoot targets from horseback to pass checkpoints as they race along a track to the finish line. So pretty much a race, but you can shoot people. That one doesn't have my interest too much, but the other ones definitely do. Now this brings us to the next category of new weapons we can see in Red Dead Online. And I'm actually very excited for this one because I feel like myself as well as many other people already own a large majority of the weapons that you can buy in Red Dead Online. I kind of blew through all my money. I'm super broke in Red Dead Online at the moment, but I feel like most people do have all the weapons, or at least most of them at the moment, so it's very good that they're adding some new ones. The new ones we expect to see are high capacity Evans repeater rifle, so similar to the other repeater rifles. I'm guessing just a slight different look and a different capabilities. On top of that, we get the rare shotgun, which is the latest variation of the powerful double barrel long arm. So I'm guessing it's going to be a double barrel as well, but slightly different. But as it says here, it's going to be sporting an antique faded brass finish and artfully adorned stock. Both weapons will be available blah 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 blah. Okay, so basically these will be in the shop for you guys to buy like the other weapons. Now that I actually look at the picture here, isn't this just from story mode, guys? Isn't this the rare shotgun from story mode, if I remember correctly? I think it is, but I may be wrong. Let me know down below, like I said. But anyways, the next section is new clothing and emotes. So for all you guys that like to fashion and dress your character up differently each day, I know there's a lot of people that actually do that. This one is for you guys. So a wide range of new clothing to further customize your character, from snake adorned diamondback hat to the fur trimmed Rutledge vest. So basically, we can expect to see new jackets, boots, coats, gloves, hats, vests, and more. So that's a wide variety of stuff being added right there. I'm kind of excited to see what they add. A nice little variety, switch things up, some new outfits to put on, even though I've been riding with the same raggedy outfit for pretty much the whole time online. But on top of that, which I think is very cool, this part right here is they tell you to keep an eye on the shops in the catalog for unique special items that will come and go. Basically meaning there's going to be time-sensitive things in the shops where only players on in, that 5 hours can buy that item. So it's going to be very rare and wanted items in the games. And I always enjoyed that in the game. It always feels good to wear something that you know is rare and people are looking at like, oh, wow, where'd you get that? Can I get that? So I really like that addition that they're adding. And on top of that, a variety of new emotes, which, basically greets, reactions, and taunts. Now, besides all those major changes, now we can talk about the bonus XP we could see this week. Now, I know a lot of players were having trouble with the Posse one that previously came out, the ×2. Some people were saying they were getting it, some saying they weren't. But as you can see here, it says play the Red Dead Online beta all this week to earn 20% more XP on all activities ahead of the launch of these new updates on February 26th. And they also say be on the lookout for new bonuses, giveaways, promotions, and content updates weekly as we continue to build and balance and evolve the Red Dead Online world, which is very good. Weekly updates, that's probably the best part of that sentence right there. Weekly updates is what we need. Keep content coming out at a steady pace, and I think that would make a lot of people more happy with the current status of Red Dead Online. But back to the 20% more XP thing, that sounds like it's going to cover pretty much anything from killing cops to all the way doing missions, so that's great news right there. And on top of that, guys, PS4 users will have early access to content. The content they will have early access to is open target races, where you compete in an open space to take out the most targets on horseback. So pretty much like the target races, but I guess this is just open? Not really sure. And on top of that, PS4 players will get early access to the Jawbone Knife, which is a unique melee weapon with a handle artfully carved from the remains of a slain animal's jaw. Now, I'm pretty sure this is in story mode as well, but that'll be cool to have it online. It's definitely a cool dagger. And on top of that, they get early access to new clothes and emotes. So that pretty much covers everything about the news that Rockstar recently released. Here's the post that they put on Twitter. Now let's look at some of the reactions on Twitter from the community about this recent news, because, some of the past news that they released, some of the feedback's not the nicest. So I want to see if their tone has changed or people are feeling differently about these updates. So the first comment, hopefully those new weapons and future content of that type will also be added to the story mode. Please don't abandon it like you did GTA 5. So this guy's pretty much asking, he hopes to see new content in story mode as well. But, I mean, some of the updates that they put in this current post is more regarding game modes specifically targeted towards online. So, I mean, we're obviously not going to see that in story mode. But I can agree. I would like to see some kind of DLCs for story mode. I think that would be great, as people really loved it. And it would definitely be a nice addition to the game to help also bring some of the single player players back. And when they come back, they might be interested to check online when it has more content to it. So let's keep moving. How about GTA 4 Remastered? What are you talking about, bud? Next is from Melina. Please add private/friend only lobbies in the next update. I can agree, that would be a great addition. A lot of people want that. So many fans want this. Yeah, it's like I said. I know I'm not the only one. How hard can this be to add into the game? It was an option in the old Red Dead and GTA 5 Online. Why leave it out now? I don't really have the answer to that. I'm kind of wondering the same thing. Maybe there's a reason to it. Maybe they don't even want it. I'm not sure, but a lot of people obviously do want to see private lobbies. As you can see, this has 123 likes. That's a pretty good amount. Next, we got the Demon. He's saying the amount of salt I'm seeing in these comments is absurd. And this is coming from a non-RDR fan. You guys have complained every time Rockstar tweeted something non-RDR related, and then when they finally get info, you're still complaining. Is there no pleasing you people? And this guy responds, why should they be? Rockstar isn't concerned about the many who still can't even play online because of error codes. I've simply given up. They're more focused on making money before they're making the online version stable. Well, I feel like that's honestly just the internet. There's always going to be people putting their opinions out there, and oftentimes it comes off negative. Oftentimes it is negative, but I mean, that's just how everything is. People are always just gonna complain about something. You can even see it in the YouTube comments. That's just how the internet is. But I can see where he's coming from. There has been a lot of negativity recently revolving around the news they're releasing, and some of it is honestly warranted. This guy says, who even still plays Red Dead Online? Not me. I know that online was a disaster and it lost my interest. So it seems like some people are very happy with these updates and some people are still uninterested in coming back. So I'm guessing, so like I said before, I think a story mode DLC would be good because it would bring those people back. And once they're back into the game, it might give them, you know, the motivation to try Red Dead Online again. And hopefully by that time, there is actual some content in Red Dead Online for people to check out. And maybe they'll stay around. So that's about it for today's video. I hope you guys enjoyed it. I hope you got some new information from this video. If you did, drop a like on the video. Comment down below. What do you think about this new news? And what do you want to see in future updates besides that? Subscribe to the channel. And I'll see you all next time for a brand new video. Peace.